my gosh, good job, Noah. Thank you so much. That was absolutely fantastic. Wait, Tom, before you go, I have to say one thing that I heard from Noah that I absolutely loved. Okay, so listen to this. Okay, so hold on. He said something that I loved. He said that when he very first started, then he jumped off a building before he knew how to fly, but he trusted someone enough to teach him to fly before he hit the ground. And that was Scott Fardulis. You guys, how fantastic is that? How awesome would it be? I was just thinking this kind of brings tears to my eyes, because I want someone to say that about me. I want someone to say.
What I say.
Oh yeah, okay, Tom. Oh my gosh, how funny. All right, Tom, go ahead now. But no, it was fantastic. Thank you so much. I learned so much.
He did kill it, and when you're willing to jump off a building into somebody's arms, it's kind of a crime that we don't have that person speak up about, number one, what Noah said. And the next guest is also one of his team from all the way from Singapore. And Scott Fardulis is with us, as is his beautiful wife, Juliet, and their 3 beautiful children. And I'm going to tell you something. This one team, one dream thing works. And it is beautiful to see everybody, the big ranks, the little ranks. We've got this Dave Thompson, who joined the company yesterday with the CEO pack. He was up all night long watching you people, watching videos, because his hair's on fire. He's ready to jump off the building from out there where he lives. So with that said, Scott Fardulis, what do you think about Noah? What do you think about Des?
Well, first of all, with Noah, I'm always amazed at his humility and how hard he works. He's got a phenomenal work ethic. Obviously, that comes from all of his years working on the farm and having to get up early and go to bed late and toiling. And so he knows the value of super hard work. So he's one of the greatest students I've ever seen in the profession. And it's just amazing. I'm humbled too, because, hey, admittedly, I have to say that his and Anna's newborn, Shepherd Scott, notice the middle name. They named their son after me, which is such an honor. I'm just so humbled by that. But Noah, thank you so much for your leadership. You're making a huge impact and inspiring everybody all across the world. And over to Des. Des and Esther, these people became fast friends of ours. And, they're successful entrepreneurs. They're business people. They run a very successful company. They've been in the restaurant industry. They're phenomenal parents. They've got their priorities straight. And here's a couple that really doesn't, they have the greatest excuse that they don't have to build, quote unquote, you love to say they don't have to build the business, but their dreams and their goals and their objectives are so enormous that they figured out how to make those bigger than the things that they've got that are already working so well. So it drives them and compels them to be successful. I've had the ability to travel to Singapore on several occasions and stay with them and be with them and meet their team. And I think what's most impressive is in the midst of a super busy life, a busy schedule with lots of responsibilities and overseeing people, that they're revered the way they are. They travel from country to country, building the business, and literally from scratch, they put a team together on their emotion, their vision casting, that allowed them to become 5-star executives and to remain in qualification in just a little over a year. I mean, think about that. Hard work, rolling up their sleeves. A little over 1 year, they became 5-star executives. So that's what I have to say about Noah. That's what I have to say in helping to introduce and bring on Des So, and to mention his amazing wife, Esther, all the way from Singapore.
Hello, Des.
My turn, right? Okay. Good evening to all our wonderful leaders that I met over here. It's my pleasure to be invited to share tonight. First of all, I would like to start off by introducing myself. My name is Des and my lovely wife is Esther. We are both based in Singapore. I suppose some leaders may not really know where is Singapore. Perhaps I should introduce a little bit about our country. Singapore is a relatively small little dot that you can find in the world map. It's right in between Malaysia and Indonesia. It is a clean and nice city with beautiful gardens surrounding us. And we have multiple races like Chinese, Malay, Indian, and Tamil. And you could also find many nice authentic food like pepper crab, curry fish head, and many other things like satay, which I think some of them have never tried before. Anyway, we have our good neighboring country like Malaysia and Indonesia just beside us. For myself, I'm a business graduate. Throughout my career, I'm holding top management role in the corporate world, holding several ranks from sales director, general manager, and finally as a vice president of a listed company. We enjoy a perfect life in the corporate world. And of course, like many others, we enjoy life in the comfort zone. Despite the above, I still decided to step away from all this comfort zone and have the intention to build my own business empire. And that is how I came up with a plan B. To me, setting up a business it requires substantial amount of investment fund, plus facing higher risk. I do know more about traditional business, but very little knowledge about MLM business. But all this thanks to my wife, Esther, who has the knowledge and passion in MLM business. And because of her, I was particularly impressed by all her outstanding results throughout her MLM career. Moreover, to my understanding, to participate in multi-level marketing business, we have zero risk involved. Therefore, instead of setting up another company, I was convinced and decided to team up with her. I remember the time when we joined Youngevity was in the year of 2017. When I first stepped into this company, we have totally no upline to guide and lead us. All is purely based on some of the support is from our upline from Taiwan, Ruby Wang. Occasionally, she will fly over down to Singapore to meet us. And of course, the rest we based on the Youngevity University to extract more information from there. And I always believe that for one person, you could easily generate 100% power. But for a couple, you could easily raise up your power to 200%. And that's why to kick off with Youngevity business, due to the hectic, our originally hectic schedule, we could hardly have some spare time to go into this business. But we knew we already set our priority in this Youngevity business. So that's why we don't give lame excuses like, I have no time, I have other activities involved, etc., etc. And we have discussed and we have come up with this plan. We sacrifice most of our leisure plan, our golf game, our family time. And we plan and set aside all this time for Youngevity business. For the start, like most of them, we did our best to familiarize and learn Youngevity products really, really hard. Plus all the basic business plan, like the plan, compensation plan, 8-step starter kits, how to develop your why sharing story. And of course, to complement with the above, we knew what we need to blend in is by adopting the right attitude in multi-level marketing business. Trust me, without this mentality of getting yourself ready, you will easily sway to the left or to the right. The fact is that we seriously activate our action plan. We go all the way out to share with people about our wonderful products and business. Like many others, sometimes we are very successful, and of course, sometimes we do face rejection. But occasionally, we think carefully and we summarize. Most of the common rejection that we face are either we are in the wrong timing, or perhaps the person that we share with, he or she may not catch what we are trying to say. So certain people, we need to talk to them on several or numerous occasions until they really understand and they will come to me. So from our record shown, where people rejected us, came back to join us after 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, or even the latest 3 years that we saw. I always believe that our effort will never be wasted. So-called no try, there is no gain. So in Youngevity business, it is a must that we should continue to share and share. This will keep our momentum up, and of course, it's a driving force to help us to move forward. So within 2 years, throughout all our efforts and hard work, We finally gained promotion to 4-star in the year 2018, and that was in the month of May. Of course, like everybody, any one of them, when you gain promotion, there's a kind of recognition. We are so happy, but that doesn't mean that we will stay stagnant at that level. We continue to strive forward, work harder, and guess what? Within the next 3 months, in the month of August, again, we gain promotion from 4-star to 5-star. So we are really very, very grateful to company and to give us all these wonderful products and all the wonderful strategy. And of course, after that, we qualified like Top Achiever Club for 2 consecutive years. One is 2019 in Margaritaville Resort, and the recent one in 2020 in this Del Cabo at this Hyatt Hotel, Mexico. These are the 2 amazing events that we have met all the wonderful leaders surrounding us. So you guys should fight for it. And what it looks like is that we are a little bit lucky, you may say. Perhaps some may say that we have the lady luck with us. But think again, if initially, if we never fought spare some time for this longevity business, and we refuse to take all the necessary sacrifices, we will never have the chance to realize our dream. That's for sure, right? So whenever there are problems or whatever things that will happen in the whole process, we always kept congratulating ourselves. Why? Because we knew that our network is running, and that is normal to face problems. We also need to constantly expect us not to criticize nor complain, because all this kind of thing is a very negative impact. It will create negative impact and dampen our mood. So all these are the reminders that we have to constantly remind ourselves. And we always believe one thing for sure, and that is leader always think of a solution, while loser always think of excuses. Always bear in mind, whenever there's a will, there is always a way. So one must have positive thought and always believe in yourself. Whatever the circumstances, you are going to face it. The most important thing in multi-level marketing business ethic is to maintain the harmony within the group in its operation, so that everyone can help each other in a harmonious atmosphere so as to expand our network. The most important thing is we don't want to see any attack among our team that leads to vicious competition, which may cause grievous damages to our group to fall apart. So all these are the things that we want to cautious our team. We have to start our team with all this mental mindset. So before implementing any group ethics, each leader must first establish in the following concept and attitude of 5 hearts and 4 states. What are the 5 hearts? First, love your job. Do it with passion. Secondly, confident. You must not feel dejected and fall apart. Must constantly have the power to drive forward. Third, persistent, perseverant. Have a strong determination to move on. Fourth, learning. Continue to upgrade and fine-tune yourself and your team. Fifth, full responsibility. Take good care of your team and not to neglect them. Team spirit is exceptionally important. As you are aware, unity is strength. And what are the 4 steps of mindset? First, zero the mindset and focus on longevity, powerful strategy. You could get all this information from our longevity university. Start from the basic. Second, always stay positive. Third, tolerance. And 4, persistent. During bad time, difficult moments like the present COVID-19, like many countries, we are not allowed to travel, to visit, or to organize any event. But the fact is, we constantly remind us to strive on. We make full use of our contact and training through Zoom meeting. We have therefore successfully developed several 1-star leaders, some of which within a month, and of course with several leaders able to maintain their car fund. And of course with several leaders qualified for the Asia trip to Vietnam. And recently we have 3 teams won the recent team challenge. So what does that imply? During difficult time period, we are able to perform all this event well. So never tell yourself, say die means die or whatever. Keep encouraging yourself. So of course, beside that, I have to say thank you very much to all my wonderful upline, like Ruby Wang from Taiwan, Dave Nabrowski, Scott and Juliet, Tom and Denise from US. These are the powerful leaders that always help us to organize weekly training program for our team in Singapore, Malaysia, and of course, in other parts of Asia. Especially the reason Scott and Juliet 1-star and above VIP club, plus Scott leadership training. All these are the amazing programs that all the leaders should involve, should participate. And of course, this is a strong recognition for most of the leaders who want success. For those leaders who are present tonight in this Zoom meeting, I would like to share something is, whenever we face problem, don't give up. Talk to your upline for advice. Many give up not even putting in their effort to try it and assume that it won't work. Sometimes things don't work in favor to us, but sometimes it do. Of course, don't expect the surrounding environment to fit and match you. You must constantly change yourself to match the surrounding environment. Must continue to have faith in longevity, just like our faith to our dear God. Whenever the word impossible come to your mind, break it up into 3 sections and make it I am possible. Dear leader, based on the current economic crisis, there are so many uncertainties lying ahead of us. There will be many retrenchments, many people will be suffering. What does that mean? Meaning we can help these people to give them hope and solution. Look around, longevity has produced so many successful leaders. They have all the power to be successful, follow their style, simply copy and duplicate it. To conclude my tonight's sharing, this is our own business. How big do you want it to be? I believe each individual will have something important in their life that they want to achieve. Ask yourself this question: what is the exact item that you want? There could be other reasons. We want to make sure that what we want, whatever sacrifices that we make, we have evidence to show that we can achieve. So therefore, don't hesitate. Do things that you deem right to pursue your dream. Bear in mind that longevity present in Asia is about 3 years. We are still relatively new. We still have a lot of things to learn. We will continue and will remain to focus on this business. Before I end my sharing, I would like to thank Tom, Scott, for giving me all this opportunity to present, to share myself in tonight's sharing. And of course, I would like to thank Longevity, all the top management in Longevity for all the wonderful products and their support. And of course, I would like to thank our country manager, Kelvin from Singapore, Alice from Malaysia, and Agus from Indonesia, plus all the staff for giving us all the wonderful support. And not forgetting, I also like to thank all our wonderful upline. Last but not least, thanks to all our wonderful leaders from Singapore and Malaysia for making our dream possible. We will continue to work together and strive for it. Thank you guys, and see you guys at the top level.